What's happening, everyone? I'm Kevin with Robertson's Power and Sports. First off, I want to take a minute and say I hope everyone had a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Hopefully you got to spend some good time with your family and friends. I know I did, and it was a good time to take a little bit of a break. We got another break coming up here. The shop's going to be closed Friday and Saturday for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and believe me, all of us need a little bit of a breather right now. So we're going to take this time, recharge our batteries, and get back at it. And we'll be in full force come the first of the year. And everybody's going to be in high gear trying to get all this product out to you as quickly as we can. I do want to apologize. I know it's been a little bit of time before since I've had a chance to come on here and do an update. I have seen some messages and some comments on different sources, whether it's on YouTube or our Facebook, and just asking if we had any updates, and said I want to apologize. I have had a little bit of information here. I'll just be honest with you, it's been crazy at the shop, and I just haven't had a bunch of time to put this all together. Most of the times I get home at night and I'm just completely exhausted, just being 100% honest with you. So tonight, figured I'd take a second here and hop on. Let's talk about some of the updates with Skidoo. Again, they did put a release out, and things right now are changing so fast. And prime example is earlier this month, I took the time and texted all of our customers updates regarding their most current shipping times for their Skidoos. And that afternoon, right before I left the store to go home, I get an email saying that everything has changed again and shipping times get pushed back a little bit more. So as things continue to evolve here, it's changing so frequently. So even though I may have some information today, as soon as I put something out, it could be null and void. And so I wanted to see if anything else was going to be coming out in the next week, and it didn't. So as of right now, today, this is the most up-to-date information that we have, and today being December 29th. So my luck, tomorrow I'll get a communication saying, hey, everything's changed, and well, at that point, we'll just go ahead and put another video out for you. So let's dive right into it. On the Skidoo side of things, the latest news that has come out and is that on some model year 22 Grand Touring Limiteds and Renegade Enduros, they may be coming to the dealers with a modified rear shock. And what's going to happen is that rear shock is not going to impact any of the capabilities of the machine to be ridden, but you're not going to have the air ride suspension. This is not a permanent change. Once parts become available, there will be a campaign for us to go ahead as a dealer to complete, and then we'll get that air shock put in the machine for you. At this point, BRP is expecting those to be available during the summer of 2022. So again, not the greatest in the news for those of you with Grand Tourings and Enduros, but it's still you're still able to ride the machine. I know that's a great feature, the air ride suspension. But it is going to get put in there, and just know that, if we could, avoid all this stuff, we would, but at least we're going to be able to ride the machines when they do arrive. So that's the latest news out of BRP regarding that. Some of you may have heard about that, maybe seen some rumors flying around, but there is truth behind that. The next bit of information that I want to go over is we talked about in previous videos about we're going to start to have better visibility of shipping times for delayed components. BRP has given us some of that visibility, and it's one of those things where we always want a little bit more information, right? We're like, hey, we got to have something, and then we get it, and we're like, that's not what I expected, that's not what I wanted, but it's out here, and like I said, this has been out, I'm going to be completely honest with you, since December 16th. I am a little bit behind in putting this information out, but I was waiting to see if something changed before I did another video, and it hadn't. And so this is information as of December 16th. Just keep that in mind. And today is the 29th. So gauges. Right now, they're saying that we should continue to expect to receive a pretty constant flow of gauges coming to us. by mid-January, they're expecting all units that were requiring the gauges to be 100% complete. Again, keep in mind, any of this stuff can change at any time. Like I said earlier, my luck tomorrow, I'll get a communication and I'll be looking at this and everything could have changed. Moved up, moved back, stayed the same. Don't know, but I just want to make sure that you're aware of that. Intelligent throttle controls. So if your machine is sitting at a dealer and it's waiting for an intelligent throttle control, they're saying the next deliveries will not be until the first or second week of January. And obviously we're getting pretty close to that now. Most of our vehicles, or about 50% of our vehicles, should be completed at that point. And then the remaining throttle controls, those are expected we'll start seeing those the third and fourth weeks of January. So that's on the intelligent throttle control. Next up is skis and or shocks. And many of you, especially Mach Z customers, have gotten the news that your sled's in, but it's missing the front shocks. Right now, this is kind of the gut punch, if you will. They're not expecting deliveries on shocks until the third week of January, based on the information that they've gotten from their vendors. Again, keep in mind that this could move around a little bit. Hopefully, it moves up instead of back, but they're going to start seeing some of that stuff third and fourth week of January. And according to a chart that they put out, about 50% of the volume for skis and shocks, basically for the Mach Z and the Renegade 850 Turbo, is going to be, January 16th through the 31st, and then the remaining 50% is early February. I know this is not the information that you want to hear. We were kind of bummed out when we got this, but they're staying ahead of the curve. They're at least putting the information out there. And I think that when we have this information with better timetables, you can make a better decision as to whether or not you want to, keep your Snowcheck or maybe look for something else. So I just want to give you the information that we have. Again, don't shoot the messenger, but, and who knows? Like I said, we could get a communication tomorrow and things have changed. So that's that. I do want to also take a minute and explain something that happened to us at our dealership. And this clearly rests on my shoulders. We've talked about delayed components in the past and the process that goes on once the machine gets to the dealership, we get it checked in, and then everything lands on my desk. And I go through and I check to make sure that, is there any delayed component that's going to stop this machine from getting completed? Are all the accessories here, et cetera, et cetera. Well, I had 3 machines show up that when I went into our, the BRP dealer website, there's different areas that you can look. And one of them, you run the VIN number to see if there's any, updates, bulletins, or anything like that. There's a report section that I can go into and see incomplete units. And then there's also another section that has, like for the smart shocks, the computer that runs it, you can click on this tab and it'll show you some VIN numbers in there. So that are affected by that computer being missing for the smart shocks. So what I have been doing is I've been running the VIN number and I look at my incomplete units list, and I didn't see these 3 specific units. Everything updates on Monday on this report page that I look at. I go back in there and I look, and I've got 3 machines that are missing a computer, and I had already communicated to the customer that their machine was here and it was 100% complete. So why I'm telling you this is, in my opinion, we should have one spot as a dealer to be able to go and look and be able to see everything. If we run that VIN number, it should tell us exactly what the machine's missing. Again, this isn't a knock at BRP at all. I'm just saying that this was on me. This is an honest mistake that I made. And I did reach out to those customers and I did explain it to them and said, hey, I apologize. There was some discrepancies in there. At one point when I checked it, nothing had updated yet. So don't feel that your dealer is giving you the runaround at any point. If they contact you at one point and say, hey, the sled's complete, and then they call you again and say, geez, it actually isn't. It's a very easy mistake that can be made. I'm very fussy when it comes to detail and, dotting all my I's, crossing all my T's. I'm that guy. And it really, really bothered me when I made that mistake. So it can happen. It will happen. So again, I don't want you to think that somebody's giving you the runaround. Honest mistakes do happen. And just know that in the dealership right now, we are managing way more than we ever have to because of these delayed components and tracking all this stuff. So again, a simple mistake can happen. I was very fortunate. The 3 people that were affected by that were very understanding, but I told them right up front, hey, this is the deal. As soon as we get those computers in, we'll go ahead and make sure that those sleds get put together so you can get back out and riding. So again, just wanted full transparency, let you guys kind of know what's going on out there today. This is the most up-to-date information that I have. Again, as always, any questions at all on any of this stuff, please don't hesitate to reach out. Give me a call at 207-324-5502. Send me a message on Facebook. Leave a comment. Leave a message or a comment on our YouTube channel. We put all this stuff on our YouTube channel as well. And, you know, I'm just going to be completely honest. It's been overwhelming, the amount of people that have either called or commented, sent us messages just saying thank you. I never thought that when I did my first Snowcheck update video that it would turn into what it has, and it's just wanting to be able to put, you know, information out so people weren't left in the dark. So thank you so much for all the calls, all the messages. It really means a lot. It keeps me wanting to continue to do this, even though it's been a little bit of struggle here the last couple of weeks. It's been pretty draining, but just at the dealership in general, it's just that time of year, and we're all excited to go riding, and you know, we just want to get out and get on our snowmobiles, and I'm waiting. I can't wait to be able to get out and just kind of get away for a little while. And I feel for a lot of you, because you use the sport of snowmobiling to be able to go out there and enjoy it with friends and family and get away from whatever is happening at home or at work or whatever. That's your out, and I'm the same way. So I hope we can get these sleds in, get them complete, get them turned around to you. Know that the service departments, every dealer, they're putting in all the work. They're putting in the overtime to try to make this as seamless as possible, and you know, inconvenience you the absolute least. Just know that their service departments are backed up too, and you know, all of this isn't because of a lack of effort, especially on the dealer level. I can promise you that. I've talked to several dealers, and you know, they're like, hey, you know, we're coming in early, we're staying late, doing everything we can to make all this go. You know, it is what it is. We're all doing the best we can. So thank you so much for your support. Thank you for being patient with us. We do have some of the best customers, and I know that the information we put out isn't always exactly what you want to hear, but so many of you appreciate it, and we appreciate you understanding and taking the time to watch these videos and get these updates. And like I said, anytime at all, you call me with a question, stop by the store, drop a comment, anything like that. So until next time, sit tight, think snow, do your snow dance, and hopefully the next time we chat, we have a little bit more, a little bit better information. Not, maybe I shouldn't say better information, but better as in the terms of good information with some good news. I definitely want to be able to bring some good news to you here before long. So I appreciate it again, and we'll talk soon.